Please recognize the gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Van Orden, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm the first member of Congress from the state of Wisconsin to be on the Agriculture Committee in over a decade. And I'm incredibly happy to be here. And how I've decided to approach these problem sets is in not even a bipartisan, but a nonpartisan manner, because hungry children don't care what your political affiliation is. And unfortunately, what I'm seeing here is the politicization of hungry children and fear-mongering with those most in need. And I simply cannot sit here and listen to this. And this should be blazingly apparent to everybody who's watched these proceedings when my Democrat colleagues voted against the manager's amendment, the first vote that we took here, that literally just corrected typographical errors in a bill. That set the tone, and it set a very bad tone. There are incredibly great wins in here for our farmers and for those who utilize SNAP benefits. Like my colleague, Mr. Molinaro from New York, I was raised in abject rural poverty by a single mother. We were on food stamps when there were actually physical stamps. I had subsidized lunches. We had government cheese. As an active duty Navy SEAL, I was getting shot at by the enemy protecting your freedoms, and we were using WIC to help feed my children. I served for 26 years in the United States military, oftentimes below the poverty level, and using these programs. So I will not be lectured to by people who are saying that I'm trying to cut these benefits. It is not true, and it's disingenuous. 94% of all tillable land in the United States of America is represented by Republicans. So to say that Republicans do not want to defend SNAP benefits, again, is disingenuous. And there's no place for that on this committee. Speaking about the waste, fraud, and abuse that absolutely exists in these programs, every single dollar that goes to waste, fraud, and abuse for these SNAP programs is a dollar that cannot go to feed a hungry child, and that's reprehensible. So we need to look at this as adults and understand that not only are these programs valid to my Republican colleagues who are on the floor, I don't know if they want to vote for this, but to my Democrat colleagues, we have to acknowledge the fact that waste, fraud, and abuse does exist. So what did we do here together so far? Opportunity to increase base acres, awesome. Restore the higher of the class 1 for our fluid milk. That's incredibly important to my dairy industry and also to my cheese makers. We increased the top tier 1 coverage for dairy market program. That is outstanding. We've reauthorized the improvement of PL 566. That's a watershed protection program. We have reauthorized the market access program and foreign market development program. I think that's fantastic. So does everybody else. That's the most widely circulated and approved thing by both political parties. Whole milk for healthy kids. Let's get the generation back into drinking milk. We're going to have whole milk for schools, and that is a bipartisan effort. We're improving the SNAP enrollment for training programs for incarcerated individuals. Unfortunately, there is a permanent underclass of formerly incarcerated people in this country, and it's the recidivism that's taking place because people don't have job training. They have no other alternative than to break the law, and they go back into jail, and we have to break the cycle, and we all agreed to do that. That is in this bill in the base text. I would like to assuage some of the concerns of the gentlelady from the Commonwealth of Virginia. My base text for ag vets is in the base text of the bill, ma'am. You have one of the highest concentrations of veterans and active duty service members in the entire nation, and this will help get people back into the agriculture industry who have served our nation honorably. I think that's fantastic, and I don't know why anyone who has a single veteran in their district would vote against this base text, maybe just for that. Rural broadband is an incredibly difficult issue in my district because of the topographic, or the terrain that's there. We are expanding the access to rural broadband in our communities, and that's fantastic because telehealth was proven to work, especially for the mental health crises that are striking our farmers, and they're committing suicide at a record rate. We all agreed to do that together. That is bipartisan. It's awesome. Healthy Drinking Water Affordability Act. In 2024 in the United States of America, I don't care if you live in a trailer or a mansion, you should be able to turn the faucet in your house and drink that water. That is in this bill, and you supported it with us, and I'm very thankful for you for doing so. My time is running out. I want to say to the people in the 3rd Congressional District of the state of Wisconsin, God bless you, and thank you so much for sending me here, and we are working together.
The gentleman